Join discord.gg/flatearth and enter a VC check-in room, and someone will come along to VC Riffia to get involved with the conversation about Earth.
Enemy spotted.
Glonk and Treat.
Brothers,
What's happening? You guys,
I'm just happy.
Even more
I'm just
people,
happy to be
that's
here.
fun.
I am blessed.
you guys friends in
Indeed,
real life
brother.
or just online?
Yeah. In real life.
Oh, okay, cool. You know anybody in real life that's a flat earther?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I've
I
only
know
met
one more person.
one person. Okay, I've only
Yeah.
met like less than a few, like less than a handful. So I haven't met that many out in the wild. But I also don't really talk about it out in the wild. So what kind of stuff did you guys talk about in your class? What did your teacher say?
He just made fun of it.
Yeah, of course, of course. So what kind of stuff was he saying? Like, oh, it's a pizza planet floating around, or what? What was he saying?
We are being recorded on YouTube and other live online platforms. I'm gonna be famous. Hi, Mom.
So he must have said something about like falling off the edge or something like that.
Yeah. Because he said that so everybody knows, because we were talking about the airplanes traveling, and he said, so everybody knows that the Earth is round, right? Are there any Flat Society
back.
members? And no one said anything, so yeah. That made me interested in it.
I'm not sure why the Earth would have to be a certain shape to fly in the sky, but
I guess to make loops.
too many what?
To make loops around the Earth.
Clubs?
Like loops around the Earth.
Loops.
Yeah.
Huh. What do you mean loop?
Because how it's described, as you can see on my beautiful profile picture, it's like a disc right now. See, so it's more difficult to travel between some continents than it would be normally if you would like loop around it.
Wait, so
Let me see.
so where did you? Who told you it was a disc?
Well, it's flat, so he just imagined it to be like a wafer you eat at the confessional, in the church. That shape.
Yeah, but okay. So if I were to ask you to draw shape flat, what shape would that be?
Well, circle.
Circle is a circle.
Yeah, circle-shaped Earth, basically disc.
No.
What's with the sound effects?
Because you're not really thinking straight here, buddy. Flat is not a shape.
What
But
is it then?
circle is.
I mean, yeah, circle is a shape.
Checkmate.
Circle's a shape. Here's what I want you to do. You're in a room right now, I would imagine.
Yes.
Okay, look, I want you to take 30 seconds and look around you at all the surfaces around you.
Yeah.
You'll see that there's two options here. You've got surfaces that are rounded in some way,
Yeah.
or surfaces that are not rounded. You could call them flat if you want to. Oh,
Yeah, but that's not a shape. That's just a surface, like.
exactly. That's the point. Exactly. So when
Okay, that's smart.
we're talking about the surface, not shapes. So when we say the surface, it can only be one of those two options. So it doesn't mean circle, square, triangle. You understand?
Yes. And I said it's a circle.
It's not a disc, no.
That's what my teacher said, though.
Hell no.
That's why it would be a problem if it was.
Well, no, it's only the people. It's only the people who think other people think that are the ones saying it. When you come speak to someone who actually thinks the Earth is flat, they're not going to tell you it's a disc, bro.
Well, this guy would on the profile picture.
Who is that?
Now I know who that is. He's holding a disc in his hand.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I know, right? It was just funny. I had to put him on.
I actually do know who that is, but you can think of those ideas as there's something for new minds, people new to the topic that haven't really got an understanding of how it maybe could work. Think of like a Baby mobile above the
What?
crib.
What?
I'll get a
Baby
picture.
moment. Okay.
A baby mobile hangs above the crib.
Do you have like
And
a representation of how it looks
yeah,
like,
I
the
do. I'll
Earth?
grab it. I'll grab a screen.
There
Oh,
you
the
go.
Earth?
It'll be
No,
easier.
I don't. No, I don't. I don't. No one has that. I'll explain why though, because you I would ask you like, can you go outside of the universe and look back and tell me what it all looks like?
Well, that's different than the Earth.
No, 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 no. I'm
There has
actually
been
here to tell you
pictures
it's the
taken of the
same.
Earth.
Oh, I'm actually here to tell you it's the same.
So is it like not confirmed how the Earth looks?
Well, again, just in the same way that you can't leave the universe to turn around and look back and say, okay, well, this is what it all looks like. You also can't leave the Earth to turn around and say, okay, well, this is what it all looks like. You guys would say that the Earth is an object that exists within a large space. I would say Earth is the large space. So you can't leave that large space and say, okay, let's go outside and take selfies. And okay, well, this Earth looks like this. You can't.
But Earth has been left. The universe hasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, here's the thing, brother. There is no universe, and no one's left the Earth ever.
How come?
Well, because there's a container. There's a one of the arguments you'll come to learn. There's three big arguments you'll come to hear, and one of them is about gas pressure. So the 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 question is, how can you have gas pressure without a container? I can think of multiple examples where you require a container. Say if
I
I
mean, yeah,
sold
but
you, well, let me give you some
uh,
examples. So like if I
okay, okay.
say I sold you like some soda, it would have to be in a sealed container. And then if you opened up the soda, leave it on the put it in a coffee cup, leave it on the counter for a week. Well, the gas pressure that you had is going to dissipate from the higher pressure area to a lower pressure area. You needed that container to have the pressure. Same thing with like a car tire or a bicycle tire. You need the actual tire itself to contain the pressure, the air pressure on the inside. And so the problem is they're saying that you do not need a container. They're saying that the earth is such a big wheel that you don't need any tire to contain the pressure that we have. And we're saying that that's cap and that you definitely do need a container. And that's why you can't leave the earth because it's contained.
So, what about the rockets that went to the space and the orbiting space station around us?
On TV, but on a screen. And
What is
even if
it? What is it? Repeat, because you cut out.
sorry, no, it does look like I might have been cutting out.
So was like going to the moon fake or?
Oh, dude, I mean, I used to believe in the globe my whole life, and I never ever believed in them. So, sorry, am I cutting out still? Hold on, let me
No,
look at
you're
it.
fine. You're
Yeah,
fine.
Okay.
I mean a little
Dude,
bit, but
I was
it's
a
okay.
hardcore glober, and I still never believed in the moon landings. So, I don't know why you would believe in that, even if you're Team Globe. Dude, I wouldn't even say the moon is land. So, like, you can't go land on some shit that's in the sky. But anyway, no.
Sorry, I'm
And
reading what the secret Asian man
and
sent. I want to read that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
top of that, here's what's interesting, guys.
Yeah, your mic is very low compared to us.
Sorry.
Just
Yeah,
turn them up.
I'm at the library, so
Yeah, you can also do that.
Or what you reading?
what's funny is they actually say that the moon is within the Earth's atmosphere now. So even technically, even if you thought the Earth was a globe, like no one really left the Earth to go there.
So the moon is like in
It's
the Earth's container.
that's well, what I'm saying is on the globe side, they're saying that the moon is within the Earth's atmosphere. So it's not like a flat Earth thing. That's what the globers are saying.
Hmm.
How much time do you spend in the library?
It's like a recent update to the DLC. I'll get you a link to that. I'll probably hang out here for a little bit.
Okay.
So That's one of the biggest arguments, guys, is the gas pressure. Like that's why people.
No, it's the biggest
That's,
argument. I've never heard of it. So
well,
that's
well, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
this is
Because
also my first time.
that's what I'm saying, though, guys. Like you're not going to hear the arguments anywhere else. You're not going to go to YouTube and they're going to, okay, this is what they're saying. Your teacher doesn't know what the arguments are. He's just going to call it dumb and say, look at these dummies. They think it's a pizza in space. And then you come actually to speak to someone and are like, yeah, that's a stupid idea. No one thinks it's a pizza in space, except for other people who think that we fell for it when it was them.
I'm pretty sure the moon is further. What? Okay. So they're
Yeah,
lying
well,
about the distance from the moon and the planet. Okay. Okay. That's crazy.
So this is the media. Okay.
where's everybody else at? Anybody else wants to chime in? Ethergris.
I want
I got
God to speak, kinda.
Just, I'm listening. I'm actually trying to eat something, so I didn't. I figured that eating food while on the microphone would be rude.
Okay, no worries, no worries. I got you. So, yeah, you've never heard of that argument. Well, it's something you're going to want to get familiar
What is
with, I
that
would
gif?
say.
It kind of looks funny.
Well, so what is the picture supposedly taken on the moon, right? And then you have that other thing that's supposed to be the moon.
Okay, okay.
And then
Hmm.
it's two pictures. So one of them, which one's the real one? Anyway, neither one of them are real, so it doesn't matter. Okay, well that's I guess we can go off to the other thing. You see how in that picture there, that GIF, how all the water, like even the lakes and everything, they're all curved.
Hmm.
So
Uh,
what we're saying is that when you go into reality, the water doesn't do that. Like lakes and oceans, they don't form into a big hump or like a hill. I sometimes joke and call it a hill, but I would say water doesn't do that in
that's
reality.
because of the event horizon. You can see like past it, like the horizon. You can see past the horizon of the because the air like you
Uh,
don't see you don't see it curve, right? But if you had a different perspective on it, you would see it curve.
so the thing is that we're not just looking; we're actually testing to see if the curve is there. It's just not there.
How are you testing this?
About the same way you would test how tall you are. So, like, the globe is claimed to be a specific quote height. So you can break down, well, if you say you're 6 foot tall, then there has to be 72 inches when I go to measure you. So well, they claim that the globe is like for a radius just a little bit under 4,000 miles. So that means at a certain height off the ground, the distance to the horizon, you called it the event horizon, it's just the horizon, um, would have to be at a certain uh, distance. And so you can test that claim just like you can test how tall you are, essentially. So they're saying that at 1 foot off the surface of the Earth, the distance to the horizon or the curve of the Earth is supposed to be about 1.2 miles away if you're 1 foot off the surface of the Earth. So you can definitely test that. And if you have a lake that's at least like 5 to 10 miles big, you can surely put that 1.2 mile horizon claim to the test. If you see across the whole lake at a very small, observer height, just a few feet, and you're seeing across the whole lake, well, what happened to that 1.2 mile curve, the hump, the hill of water that's supposed to be there? What we're saying is that it's not there. A lot of people have a hard time with the word flat earth. They're like, well, we have hills and mountains and stuff. Well, if it's easier for you, you can just rebrand it and call it flat water because all the water is flat, essentially. All the lakes, the ponds, the oceans don't form into hills. So And the argument about the horizon is actually very important. It's kind of funny that you brought that up. It's good that you brought that up. This was when I first joined the conversation back in 2017. The whole debate was about the horizon. So the problem is that if you're on the Team Globe side, they're saying that the horizon is the physical curve of the Earth. So as if like you had a hill in your front yard, right? You can go put a flag in that hill and say, this is the curve of the Earth. But the problem is our argument is that day to day, that quote hill is moving around. So one day it's in the front yard. One day, the next day it's in the neighbor's yard. Like, wait a minute, what's happening here? It can't be the physical curve if it's moving around like that. So what we're saying is that that horizon isn't actually the physical curve of the Earth. It's an optical phenomena, and that's the reason why shifts around from day to day. Even on during a day, it'll move around a little bit. So a horizon is not the physical curve of the Earth or curved water or anything like that. It's one of the big arguments here as well. So we have gas pressure, we have the horizon, that's a big one. And the third thing is just that the Earth doesn't move. Like, I joke around with people and ask them, do you think that the room you're in, or the house you live in, or the building you work in, do you think those buildings move?
Sorry, I was just reading the stuff they're sending right now. That's
Yeah,
pretty interesting. It's hard to concentrate on two things. Although you're a very good background noise.
I was just asking, well,
I must say you're pretty good at explaining, and I would like to ask you if there are more methods to like test, to test this.
sure. Yeah, well, let me put something in the chat here.
Oh, okay.
Too much. You wouldn't really need a whole lot to get started. So you don't feel like
Mm.
you need like a freaking gyroscope and all these crazy things to go out and start somewhere. Um, somebody in the server named Dave Hinkle. Let me send him a message. Maybe he can explain. Um, oh yeah, he did like a lake
Oh.
with a friend. He had the mirror, someone on the other side of the lake.
Hmm.
uh, for myself. And so what the mirror,
He's
you're basically
offline.
flashing light across the water, and you're looking for the curve there. Me, I spent a month in San Diego on the coast doing long distance observations. So you can use, say, like since you're looking out, like if you just go to the beach and you're just looking out at the ocean, there's obviously oftentimes there's not a lot of things in the water there, so you can't really gauge how far you're looking. But if there's islands or ships or piers down the coast, you can use certain landmarks to get a distance from you to the to that object. So if I'm looking out at the ocean and I see an island or a boat that's 30 miles away, well, you can use that to check the math, just like you would check to see how tall you are, how big your foot is.
Hmm.
So that's another way you can do it is going to big bodies of water. Like if you live near the ocean or if you go on vacation to the beach sometime, you
I
can do
sadly
long
don't,
distance
but I might
observations.
go one day.
You should definitely, I mean, you should definitely take the chance. Even it doesn't matter what your position is on this topic. I think you should go out and put it to the test, even, no matter what. So
Okay, then I'll make sure to do that one day.
sure, it doesn't have to be like tonight, but
Yeah, I know.
sometime in the future.
Yeah, but sometime when I get there.
So yeah, that's the big thing is the horizon. There's Earth curve calculators you can use. I'll give you a link to one.
Mhm.
And you can play around with the calculator a little bit. You can punch in how tall you are. Maybe if you live somewhere where you can see things in the distance, you can punch in their distance and see, you know, where the
Mhm.
curve should be and stuff like that. So I'll drop that in the chat. Kind of fun to play around with.
Okay. I
Oh,
see
thank
that
you.
there are
I did
really,
drop it.
really many references.
People here are definitely sincere. We're not a bunch of like crazy people, and we're individuals. There's a lot of individual people. We're not all just like we all believe in this one thing. Um, we're kind of all on our own journey. So it's not what the media tells you. I'd be very careful about listening to the media, what they have to say about quote, people who believe in this type of thing. So
Would
uh,
the Do you guys agree with the time zones on the world then? If it's not the Earth isn't flat, if the Earth isn't round actually.
yeah, I mean, I think it's important to keep in mind that like say, you went to bed tonight and I flashed your memory, like you forgot about like everything you were taught in school about like the globe and whatnot, and the Earth actually was flat. The Earth doesn't change, so time zones wouldn't just like crash and stop working.
No, no, it's because of the sun, right? When
Well,
they're
yeah,
just made so when the day is at in each part of the world,
well, just
and
look at a clock, right? Just think of a clock. You've got. I know we
I
talked
think
earlier about
about
how the
clock
Earth
all
doesn't
day.
have, the Earth doesn't have to necessarily be circular, but the way that the hands move around the clock it makes some sense. Time zones could work just like that. So, and then yeah, there's some arguments about that. I'm not too well versed on the time zones because I know they're a little bit wonky and shaped kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say nothing really changes. The Earth doesn't shift and morph and change into something else when you learn that it might not be a globe. So it's still the same Earth as always. It's just you
So
change, not
also,
the
you
Earth.
guys don't believe in the satellites at all, like.
Well, you can have technology in the sky, just not in outer space, because we don't think there's an outer space. So kind
All
of
right.
kind of hard to have
So
technology
what
in
about other
Narnia.
planets then? What
Are
if
they
there's
fake?
another
I would
space?
say, I would say that Earth isn't even a planet to begin with. So to start with, like, well, what about other planets? That's like saying, like, well, what about other land in the
Yeah,
sky?
because basically we're a solar system and there's planets. There was a
So they
planetary
say,
eclipse once, right? Not too long
yeah,
ago, pretty sure.
yeah. That's
So
what they say. That's what they say. But I wouldn't really be so quick to compare the Earth to things that you see in the sky. There's really nothing up there that compares to anything down here. I see lots of trees here. I don't see any trees in the sky. There's a lot of land here. I don't see any land in the sky either. So um, I would say that like other planets a better way to phrase that would be what about other land? And I would say if there's other land, it's likely on the ground here with us, not in the sky. So planets, I think you can pretty much rule out planets, stars, and
stars. Okay,
the
okay.
moon
Mhm.
because they're even when I was a glober, like I heard a quote that said that they're the some of the greatest mysteries known to man are the sun, moon, and stars, and I still agree with that. It makes even more sense now. No
So
one
it's a
knows what they
mystery to
are.
you why in the night there's little lights in the sky.
I mean, do you know why do they twinkle? I mean, think of the song when you were kids, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are." It's not like anyone figured it out.
But yeah, nobody could figure out that riddle. I know that's very difficult to figure out. I'm pretty sure it's the light traveling to us and the
Geoffrey went and
star
got one.
fluctuating.
So okay, well that's cool. Cool. Like can you verify that or that's the
How
case?
light travels from very bright stars in the galaxy?
What is it? What is a star, and how do you know it's in a galaxy? You see, that's just the problem when we start really getting
Do
into
you
like
think is it like a hologram or something?
you have see this is the thing. Get in
No.
line. We've got questions too. I'm not saying it's a hologram, but it's just that no one knows what these things are. So for you to say, well, no, of course it's light. It does this. It does that.
Mm.
You don't know that. And if the best thing you can offer me is just retelling me the story that we all learned
You know what's really funny that
Part of it.
supports your guys, like the thing that the universe doesn't exist and we're like the only thing, right? You know what's
Yeah.
really funny? Like a really funny thing that I just thought of. Like your theory explains why aliens hadn't destroyed us. You know,
Mhm.
because there aren't aliens. That's pretty cool.
Right, exactly. Well, there you go. Like that's something you can,
Yeah.
even if you never like, say you never change your position, you can actually put that feather in your cap and say, well, like if they do try to do aliens, you might be a little bit more hesitant to question what they're doing. If
Like yeah, if there were other planets or galaxies, there would be other life forms that are more advanced than us, and they would have visited us. But according to your
well,
theory, there aren't like any
well,
other
they don't
planets or
have to
galaxies.
have visited us, but they can sell you on the idea that it's possible.
Yeah.
And so if you have the understanding that that's never possible, then maybe you'll never be so gullible to fall for it. So you can at least hang on to that. You can leave here knowing that if they try to trick your neighbors into thinking that aliens are coming, you might be a little bit more skeptical,
Mhm.
knowing what you learned here today. But I mean, here's the thing, bro. They're actually telling you all the time that things are falling from the sky. Um,
Yeah, like the
you know,
meteorites, sure.
exactly. I have a clip I want to play actually, but so that's the thing. If people ask us, why does it matter? Why do you guys spend time on this? Why should you care? Well, dude, like,
Yeah, how did the dinosaurs died then?
oh, oh, that's actually funny. This is part of the clip. Hold on,
Sick.
Wait, really? You are prepared for everything.
if it plays.
Where is it gonna play? What's this live stream, by the way? Like, what?
I can get you a link.
Wait, let me send you.
Okay,
Here you go.
thank you.
No problem.
Hold on 1 second. I've got to convert a file and then I'll play it.
All right, take your time.
They say an asteroid wiped out the dinosaurs. I don't know about that, but I do know if space debris hit my car, it'll be all right. Comprehensive car insurance can cover things that fall from the sky. Hail, trees, golf balls, even meteorites.
What was that?
That was the clip. I'm sorry that took so long, but
Okay.
I can play it one more time. But it was just a commercial. It was like,
Yeah, could you do that again?
yeah, you want to play it one more time?
Okay.
Yep, 1 second. Yeah, it's just a commercial for I think like State Farm or some car insurance company. It's just people. The reason why I'm playing this is because people will ask you, why does it matter? Why do you guys care? Why do you spend time on this topic? Like, well, because knowing some of the things, even just the things we just went over here today with Glonk and Tree, with the gas pressure and the container argument, no one can convince you that some asteroid's gonna hit your car, bro. So here's the clip one more time.
They say an asteroid wiped out the dinosaurs. I don't know about that, but I do know if space debris hit my car, it'll be all right. Comprehensive car insurance can cover things that fall from the sky. Hail, trees, golf balls, even meteorites.
Stop the cap.
Yeah,
So
well, it was just an advertisement.
yeah, so I just thought it was really funny, and yeah, so yeah, you can
I mean, yeah,
know
it
that
is.
the gas pressure argument is the reason why you can't, leave. That's why meteorites aren't going to hit your car, and all these other things. So that's an important argument. Like I said, it's one of the bigger arguments. I know you haven't heard it before, but it's a very good argument, I would say. And Miggy, what's up, dude? Long time no see.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Well, we got some fresh meat in here, man. You might be perfect if you want to step up to the plate.
Yeah, hello.
We got Glonk. You guys been pretty chill.
Yeah, it's fun here.
So I asked a
Pretty
question.
much.
You guys didn't. You guys were a little bit busy reading, but I joke around and ask people if they think that their like their room that they're in is moving, or if they think buildings move. So, like, do you think that your house moves?
What?
Oh,
What do you mean my house moves?
Well, I mean, we're told.
I've never seen my house move.
Yeah, yeah. But well, they're saying that the ground moves, the Earth rotates, so they say, right? So then everything on the ground, your house included, would be moving with the ground. So the
Because of the
question,
scale of the planet, you wouldn't notice.
yeah, I know. I'm not asking about like, do you notice it? You better hang on, bro. Like, as I'm not saying that. I'm just simply asking, do you think it is moving?
Well, yes, it is.
Yeah, yeah,
We are right
really
now
slowly, but
accelerating through space, according to the normal theories.
So you guys that are in here right now.
Yes, it's a globe. Globe card.
oh, I can't hear you.
Sorry, Mickey, go ahead.
Could you repeat?
I know. I was just gonna say no. He's just playing a funny clip. But check this out. How sure are you, like from 1 to 100, that the Earth is what you've been told is what it is? That it's a globe spinning in the vacuum of space. How sure are you guys in here right now?
No, I'm just.
From 1
He's
to 1.
asking me as if I was a
Yes.
globe
Yeah.
globe
So
head.
just
You know.
can you hear what I just said? I don't know. That's not too difficult, right? The question I'm asking.
Yes.
Is it
How sure I
difficult?
am if it's accelerating? No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not.
So both. No. Pay attention, please. How sure are you that the Earth is a globe spinning in the vacuum of space? From
I
0
mean,
to 100.
I
From 0
wasn't
to
even
100.
considering. I was just trying to. I'm not gonna answer
Right.
like you
Zero,
want me to.
so from
Sorry.
0, from 0 to 100. And the thing is, like, the reason why I asked this is to check your intellectual integrity, to see if you're going to be honest. Because when you start diverting away from this, then we can start seeing in this panel that you're not going to be honest to have a conversation with. So we're going to
No,
be
I'm
wasting.
trying to
We're
learn
going to be.
about it. I'm
Oh yeah.
serious.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
I-
we're gonna be wasting
I
our
miss-
time. So
Can you stop being so
unless
conventional? Thanks.
no, this is exactly why you guys don't answer the questions, because you don't want to be faced with the truth. So unless you're ready to have an intellectual, honest conversation,
Okay.
you will answer
I'm
the
all,
question. So,
I-
well, I'll ask you again. I'll ask again to clarify. And if the answer is something else other than what the response should be, either 1 to 100, then I'll know that your intellectual integrity has been compromised. So, once
Okay.
again, for the gentleman, let me ask again. How sure are you that the Earth is a globe spinning in the vacuum of space from 1 to 100? Go ahead.
How many points is that question? For how many points?
Oh,
0 to 100. How sure
No,
are you
but
that the
at
Earth?
that point.
if we answered correctly. I wonder, what's the price for it? What's the price for it?
Okay, why can we
Well,
not just answer? Why can't we? Let me take this, guys. Thank you. Why can't we
I'm
not
not
just answer the
required to
question?
answer your questions. You know that, right? Sorry, dude.
Why can't we not just answer the question? I'm asking that to you guys.
Because I don't like
Why?
how you're talking to me.
No, you don't like that the truth is going to be revealed. That's what you don't like. So
It's
you
not going
would
to be
rather
revealed if I answer a question
it
from
will
you.
be
Sorry, buddy.
it will be
You're not that
it
important.
will be revealed. It will be revealed. So unless you have no other business here other than to waste our time, you may see yourself
Is-
out the door.
You're
is
saying
your
that your
time?
time is being wasted because I'm listening to you
Yes,
guys and talking
yes,
with you?
no,
How?
no. Your time is being wasted. Our time is being wasted because you're not ready to have an intellectually honest conversation. Our time is being wasted. If that's not what you're here for, the door is that way. You can exit. It's a privilege to be amongst these intellects, and if you're not willing to have a conversation, you can see yourself out the door.
Look at how
We're
many
not.
people here. Okay, listen.
I
Look
don't.
how many people here are, right? They're not
I don't
talking.
care.
They're just listening.
I don't care.
I wanna
I don't
listen, but I
care.
sometimes
I
give some
don't care.
input.
I
I
bet they'd answer
don't
the
care.
question though.
I don't care. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you.
I'm not going to answer a question from him.
Well, then
He's
see
very
yourself out
aggressive.
the door. See yourself out the
I know,
door,
right?
please.
Because I don't want to answer your question.
Yes, because you're not intellectually honest.
I
That's
am.
why.
What,
No,
what do you
you're
mean
not.
by intellectually honest? Okay, describe what you mean by that.
Okay, these
Intellectually
sound
honest means
effects are annoying.
stop talking. Intellectually honest means that you're going to answer the question if you're provided the context for it. The question is the Earth a globe spinning in the vacuum of space? How sure are you from 1 to 100? That's the question.
I'm pretty sure.
For sure, I am that it's
No, right,
a
from 1 to
globe
100.
spinning
How
in
sure?
the space.
Yeah, but
Like
how
I
sure?
would need more. That sentence is
I'm
very
No,
clo-
you
long,
don't
you
need more.
know.
You don't
I'm
need more. You
closer to
just need to
100,
answer the
like 90%, let's say.
question. Okay, 90% from the
90 out
gentleman.
of 100. Okay.
How about the other? How about the other
I'm
gentleman?
going to be a bit more open, right? I'm going to say 50. I'm 50% sure.
Okay, and the other gentleman said 90. Is this correct?
Yeah. About that. I'm
Is
not
there
sure about
anybody?
that.
I'm still waiting for you
Yeah,
guys to change my mind, you know. That's what I'm here for.
Well,
yeah, that's
I'm not.
why we joined this place.
Yeah, but if we can just have a real cordial discussion at this point, so like you guys can understand our point, right? Because you won't understand if you guys are jumping in and starting to ask your questions. You have to listen to what we're saying and then respond. So we're getting 50% from one gentleman and 90% from another. Is this correct?
Indeed.
Okay. So we got one indeed and the other one?
What's up?
Okay. So we're 50% one, 90% on the other. Let's move forward with the exercise. The exercise that I'm about to give you is going to help you understand whether or not you know the percentage that you just told me right now,
Oh,
if it's true
okay.
or if, okay. So let's move forward, and I'm going to ask both of you so you can help each other out. It doesn't matter how you guys do it, so long as you guys give me an honest answer. Either you know or you don't know. That's all I care about. You don't listen. Now I'm going to preface this way. I have to. Don't ask me any questions. This exercise is not for you to ask me any questions. The exercise is for you to be honest. It's for you to be honest, and if you don't know, say I don't know, or if you do know, just give me the information of how you do know specifically. That's all it is. Okay? You guys understand?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first question would be, who has ever measured the curvature of the Earth any time in history, as in drop over distance? Because I'm going to give you the context. Because they're telling us that the Earth, as an oblate spheroid, has a radius, a diameter, and a circumference. So on this oblate spheroid, that we live on, right? If it has a radius, diameter, circumference, there would be over point A to point B on any given part of the surface an arc, a sagittale, a hump of Earth between point A and point B. Now, what I'm asking you, gentlemen, is who's ever measured that ever in history, and what is the drop rate over that distance? Go ahead, Serge.
Like Serge, right now, I can tell you.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to. Just if you know, just tell
What?
me the specifics.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay.
So every single airline, right? They need to know this information, and they have people that tell them that how to travel across the planet.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
who, like the question? Did you hear my question?
Yeah, who measured the curvature of the Earth? The people that give instructions to the flight systems. What?
Okay, who are they?
Well, I'm not sure. Like I'm not into that.
Okay, so
I'm not in
either
that topic.
so remember my question was either you know or you don't know, right?
Yeah,
So
but I
either
told you
you
who
know.
knows that, and
No,
that's a
no,
good
you don't.
answer.
No, it's not a good answer because you told me
So
an
you,
answer that. Hang on a second, please don't
okay,
interrupt. You told
I'm
me an
sorry.
answer that you told me an answer that you think you know somebody who did that, but you didn't give me the answer that could sufficiently support who it is. You were like, I think it's some dudes that help people with the airlines. I don't. It's a good answer. No, it's not. We need to know in this council. Specifics are important, as in what organization, what
What do you mean by
person.
council? Wait, I wanna know that.
Sorry,
What
sorry.
council? The Flat Earth Discord Council needs to know that.
No. Yeah, you don't listen. The people in this room make up the body of this council.
Okay,
The
okay.
ones who are here,
Mhm.
the ones who are here listening to you give the answers.
Well, I didn't come here to answer your questions. I'm sorry, dude.
Well, I'm sorry then. If you're like I said, if you're not here to learn, then the door is that way, sir.
What?
The door is that way. If you're not here to learn.
I came here to listen to the live stream, you know,
Okay,
to
no,
watch it.
this is a session for you to learn. And if you're not here to learn, then you just excuse yourself from the
From
conversation
the
and
whole
go somewhere
Discord,
else.
or just the call.
No, from this call, you can go to another channel. You can do whatever you go play Fortnite or something because
Because
this
I
is
was
an
moved
intellectual.
into here.
This is an intellectual forum, and if you're not ready for it, then please excuse yourself.
Mayhem seems like a gamer.
Yeah, like mayhem.
I could be. I enjoy a good game, but I also enjoy people that are intellectually honest. I
Yeah,
love that people are being honest.
I mean, I am honest. Like I
Okay,
wasn't
so
acting like
listen.
I'm a
Okay,
globehead, by the way.
right.
Can
So
I
if
just
you're,
tell you something?
I don't care.
Listen,
I
listen
don't.
here.
Yeah, I really don't.
Because you're
No.
treating me like I
No,
believe that
stop.
the Earth is round, like a little ball, right?
All right. So you see what happens when you don't stop.
Don't speak over him.
Oh, you get angry?
Okay.
Please be
Now you are
respectful.
good.
Yeah, treat
I'm a
talk.
moderator in this forum. If
Yeah,
you
no.
didn't know. So I guess
One
you
of the
guys aren't
angrier
ready to
ones,
have a
actually,
discussion.
more feisty.
I'll unmute you one more time because I do give people second chances. I want you guys to do the best you can. If you didn't see my tag, I'm not just your average Joe Blow off the street. I've been doing this
Who
for
did you
many
mute?
years. And I'm here to teach you guys something very brand new and something very provocative. But you have to be willing to have the discussion. If you're not willing to have the discussion, you can sit on mute and listen to other people have the discussion. It's up to you guys. We can play it any way you want. Me personally, I'd rather you have the discussion and be honest. But I'm not going to force you to do that. And also, I'm not going to have you moderate my channel. You are being moderated. I'm not. I've
I don't think
designed
there's
this
need for
forum
moderation
along with the
here. We're
rest
all
of the
friends,
people that
right?
have built this forum for many years. We've curated this forum, guys. You don't even know what you just stepped into. This is an intellectual forum in which we like to have honest and intellectual discussions with other people that are being honest as well. If this is not what you want,
I'm here, hear me.
please excuse yourself from this conversation out of this server into another channel. This channel is designed for people who want to be
Oh my
honest.
god.
I'm going to unmute you, and if you try to moderate my forum once again, you will be swiftly muted and back again, just like the way you are now. Do
You
not
hear me
moderate
now?
my forum. I am the moderator, you aren't. So here we go.
Can you hear
I'll
me
unmute
now?
both of you because I do, like I said, I believe that you both have the potential to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's get back to the first question. And with honesty, remember, as I was framing the question, you have to be with the specifics. So if you want to have the specifics, go ahead and give them to me. If you don't know them, say I don't know. Remember, I said intellectual honesty in this forum is respected. So if you don't know, say you don't know, and we can move forward to the next question. But if you're giving us some hard time, we're not going to stand for that. So the question again, if you want me to repeat it, is who has ever measured the curvature of the Earth any time in history, as in a people or a person, agency, it doesn't matter who you name, so long as we can figure out who it is, as in drop over distance. So as the Earth being a oblate spheroid, it has the consequent of it having curvature on its surface. That is the consequent of it being a geometric shape. So the geometric shape that it is an oblate spheroid, which is why I'm asking you, gentlemen, that if you know, as anybody's ever measured the drop over distance, to please provide that information. If you don't know, please say I don't know. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Okay, I already answered that, so I'm just gonna say I don't know, something to make you happy.
Same.
No, that's not to make me happy. It's for you to be intellectually honest, sir.
Yeah, sorry, I
I
was
don't care
busy
about.
moderating your channel.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I said please don't moderate my channel.
How was I doing that? I just told you. I just told you that you think I believe that the Earth is round, and you're trying to disprove me right here.
No, I'm
I
not
said that you
disproving
were
you.
doing that.
I'm not disproving. I'm not disproving you. I'm actually asking you to be honest. If you know or if you do not know, that's what I'm asking for. Your honesty.
And I did
That's all
answer
I'm
your
asking.
question. You didn't like my answer.
We don't know.
Yeah, you
Like
don't
I
know,
I
and
don't work for the agencies, you know. Like I could answer it, sure, maybe if I worked there,
thank you.
right? If
Right,
I
thank
did
you
some
for thank
research,
you.
I could answer you.
Yes. Thank you. Listen, this should be short and sweet. It shouldn't take forever. So you don't know is sufficient, right? You don't
Yes,
know is
sir.
sufficient. Okay. So let us move on to the next question.
Let's go.
The next question. Okay, so the next question is: they tell us that the Earth is rotating on its axis. So it's spinning around on its axis at about 1,000 miles per hour at the equator, allegedly. So they tell us that the Earth is spinning around and, day and night cycles and so forth. So my question to you, gentlemen, is who has ever measured that spin, ever, any time in history, a person or agency?
You mean the
Go
time
ahead, gentlemen.
zones?
No. Listen to the question.
I
Who
did.
has, as a person, who has ever measured the Earth spinning on its axis? Who has ever measured the Earth spinning on its axis?
I'm
You see what
unsure.
the question?
Yes, but the Earth spinning isn't like a measurement thing, you know? Like that's
Right. They tell us that it's been spinning around at about 1,000 miles per hour at the
oh,
equator.
all right.
So
I
that's
mean,
what I'm
that.
asking for. Who's that? Now, if you understand the question, who, and if you know, please give me
And
the
I have to tell you
specifics. If you
the
don't know,
name and the surname of the person, right? And like everything.
exactly. If you know, then tell me you know. If you don't know, tell me you don't know.
I
It's just
have no
simple.
idea.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Bro,
It's just honesty. It's just honesty. That's all it is, guys. It's just honesty.
it's just you're
That's
going
all
to
it
hear
is.
the same thing because you don't like any other answer.
No. I want to hear
I'm
you
sorry,
being
but
honest
like
that you
I'm
don't know,
not
sir.
going to participate in a conversation like this. This doesn't make any sense to anybody here. Like if you're going to
Why
ask
won't you
me
participate?
about something very specific, right? About the planet, and you're going
I
to
did.
ask me who
I
is the
just did.
person that measured that? Exactly, right?
I
Yeah,
just did ask.
just like Sibi
I,
said.
relax, guys, because I did ask you something very specific about the planet, as
Yes,
you
you
so
did.
put it.
Yes, you did.
Okay. And either you know or you don't know.
Well, there's systems to measure that right now. If I would be a
Okay.
globe head, as you say, I would say that the satellites. Okay, I know what you want me to do. Okay, I don't know. There you go.
Thank you. The other
No
gentleman.
problem.
The other gentleman.
I already told you. I have absolutely
Yeah,
no idea.
I have so many answers to give you, but you wouldn't like them.
Well, it's the specific one that I'm asking for, so I don't want
So
other
who
answers.
is
I
the
want.
person that measure? Yes, I know. Not what the
Okay.
system is or like how it's
We
how
could
it's done.
listen. We could get into that, but we have first. Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right with.
Hey, a bear, can you come back? I liked you more. You talking more
Yeah,
than him
yeah,
because you're
much
in the
better. Let's
library.
be honest. Come back.
Did you guys notice, by the way? I want to ask everybody how aggressive he was to me at the beginning. Like, I am just here. I'm just one guy with two balls, and I'm just trying to talk.
Hey,
Hey,
Can you
what's
agree?
going on, guys?
He was a bit aggressive. Come on.
He makes it look more like a cult. Let's be honest.
Well, I
I
felt
don't
like I was being
take him.
interrogated. Let's say that. You answer my questions or you get the fuck out. That's what he did. I'm just gonna say
Yep.
that.
but I don't know why you guys were like kind of resisting. It was just a simple, hey, what do you know? Do you know or you don't know? I don't want to answer. It's like, bro, come on, dude. Like, it's not that
Because
simple.
the questions are too specific. Because he wants to know what is the name and surname of the person that did this exactly, right?
But there's
And
a
like,
method to there's a method to it. So it's not a trap. It's more like a status report. We're just checking to see what you do know because this is what happens, right? I'll give you in on the secret. And FLWS, there, I want you to chime in as well. But like once we go through the 3 points and you you let everyone know I'm not too sure on these things. What people like to do is they like to double
I
back.
already said I'm 50% sure. Like, what's there to
Fine.
do? I'm just
That's
going to
fine. Well,
answer the
like I
same
said,
question at the same
it's just a
thing.
status report. It's just a status report. We're just checking, because what people will do is they'll double back 30 minutes down the line and go, well, actually, no, I do know. It's like, wait a minute, dude, what? You just said like 30 minutes ago that you don't know. So people like to become instant experts all of a sudden. So it's
I
just
mean,
important
I'm not
that
an
we,
expert, but I know a lot of things about it. Like, but I
you're
don't know
welcome to
exactly.
share.
I did
You're welcome
try
to
to,
share.
but he didn't like it, and he said it's taking too long. You heard him. You witchy are here.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Like, when he's asking the question, he's not asking you for help. He's not like asking you for the answer for him. He's asking to see if you know the answer. So you going, oh, here, hold on, I can look it up for you. That's the wrong vibe. That's
I
that's
didn't look it up.
already.
I
I'm
just
just
told you
saying.
like the. I instantly replied. What?
Okay, okay. I'm just saying.
And
I said the
yeah,
techniques to use that to measure it, but I don't know like who exactly is the person that developed them and made them possible, right?
All right. So what we're getting to, I'm back again, guys. I was changing
Hey,
my oil. All right. So what I'm asking right now is the specifics on the information, and according to the information, we need to know the specifics in order for you guys to understand. You know what you're talking about. If you give vague information, like I think it was some guy in some country somewhere that did this one thing, but that's good enough. No, sir, it's not good
I did
enough.
tell you what
The reason
systems
why,
like it would be like
right?
who
It
owns the
doesn't matter
systems.
because like. Yeah, it doesn't matter because like if you don't know the details to that information, the most important thing is that when you say I know and then you start to tell me about the information, what this council, the body of the people that are in here are going to do is look into your information immediately. And we're going to find out if you know what you're saying or not. So I don't want you to tell me some half-cocked idea. And if you're coming in with some idea that you think is maybe an idea that you know and you really don't, we're going to find out that you really don't. And you've just wasted like about 10 minutes going to this fruitless endeavor where you could have just told me, I don't
Well,
know. We
isn't
could have
it the
gotten to
point
that.
that we don't know that we're supposed to learn?
Well, the point is that from the point of knowledge of you saying you don't know, that's the point of where you start to learn. But if you tell me that you know, I'm going to give you the option to tell us the information how you know. You understand? And if you don't know would be the best way, I'm telling you. But if you know, then we're going to have to find out how you know. That's why I'm telling you to be honest right now. So if you don't know, say, I don't know. But if you know, we're going to ask for specifics. And this is just a rigor that we put for anyone that comes in here and says that they know. All right,
Yeah,
so
I'm sorry to break your heart, Mayhem. I'm not going to
you're not
participate in
breaking
this
my
little
heart.
show you have. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
gonna go.
you're not breaking my heart. See, you're
It,
not
it
breaking
was
my heart.
it was
Listen,
it was
you're
nice
not
talking
breaking my
with
heart.
you, but
yeah.
only a little.
You're not
Okay,
breaking. Listen, dude, you're
I
not breaking
prefer
my heart.
cucumber.
I
You're
did
not
prefer
breaking my
it.
heart.
Okay.
You're not. Okay, so you guys are just gonna have your own conversation.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
All right, so yeah, then please excuse yourself from the panel, or put
Okay.
yourself on mute,
See
or
you,
put
dude.
yourself on mute. One of the two. We're not gonna lose sleep over you guys leaving. Trust me that we're not.
All right, it was really fun. So it
It
was
wasn't
nice to
for
meet
me
you.
though. You guys just wasted my time.
I mean, it was even nice to meet you, Mayhem. So yeah,
Sure.
yeah, sure. Be I don't know yourself. So see ya.
We're back.
I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't like you, Maggie.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm asking them to be honest. For once in their life.
Well,
Nobody's ever asked them that.
they were falling asleep. They liked me, but they were falling asleep in the background. So like you got them to think, and they're like, oh, I don't want to think.
Yeah. I'm not concerned about feelings or that they want to ask this or that. The most important thing is if they're intellectually honest, they'll answer the questions, and then we can proceed forward with a robust conversation. Because we'll start to say, okay, now we know that you don't know. But admitting that is the first step. And a lot of people listening on the panel are going to be like, well, we know they don't know. I know that, gentlemen. I know that. But they have to admit it to themselves and also in the panel when they're here. And if they don't do that, the wall will still be up and we'll never get anywhere. You're going to keep hearing excuses. So it's important that they get to the point that they admit that they don't know so that then we can continue with our discussion with them. And that's why it's a shock and awe, because nobody's ever gotten to the point where they have to admit that they don't know. And they get into it hurts their fifis whenever we start talking about that. And, oh, I don't want to have this conversation. Yeah, you bet your ass you don't. Because now you're starting to be honest, and that scares you, doesn't it? What are you telling you, man? It seems like I'm the villain at times, and I don't know. It is what it is, man. It do what it do.
What is your profession?
See, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.